Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is bouncing for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Broncos going up against the Falcons. So let's get over to the ATL, Atlanta. Standing by our commentary team of Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. From the home of the Falcons since 1992, there's a look inside the Georgia Dome, just on the outskirts of downtown Atlanta. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Denver Broncos and the Atlanta Falcons. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line.
Detroit! Here we go now. Green, 30. Here we go.
On first down, it's Ledge. And his first look is incomplete. And a lot of the weight of this offense falls on the shoulders of the running back.
That's because the offense knows if they give him any openings, any opportunities, he can turn it into a big play at any time.
Let's go.
Now the former Utah man, this is Devontae Booker. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. And here we go. We get to see the Falcons again on offense, a crew that last year scored 540 points, tied for 8th most all time. But my question is this, such a crushing Super Bowl loss in the offseason, does that set you back big time, or does that fuel and feed you momentum-wise going forward?
It should fuel and feed you momentum-wise going forward, partner. That's exactly how it's supposed to react, and that's what you'll see in the Falcons locker room in the entire offseason. They'll talk about finishing, unfinished business, things of that nature. But we have seen where teams have not recovered from it. Remember the Rams? They got to a Super Bowl, got beat by the Patriots, didn't get back there again. The Broncos in 2013, #1 offense, #1 scoring offense. They didn't get back in 2014, but they did in 2015. So you can recover from it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Here we go now. Back that Philly. Here we go. Leopard.
Lynch now throwing on third. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
All right, here we go. Detroit.
On 2nd down, Lynch. Catch here, left side, Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run out to catch, but it worked really well.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. 3rd and short. It's Booker. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first.
Well, partner, I haven't seen a vote for most popular player on the team. This guy's got to get a lot of votes. He does not care, does he? Totally unselfish, physical runner, doesn't worry about yardage, just keeps moving the chains, being a team player.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now it's Lynch. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field.
Hey. Pull down. Let's go. Blue landing. Over. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Lynch. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. 13th play now on the opening drive. Will this be the lucky one? It's 3rd and goal. Back to the ground, Anderson. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So they get 3. They were hoping for 6. An unlucky number 13 play drive.
Well, you go to the sideline after putting 3 points on the board, happy, but you wanted to be ecstatic. You wanted to have 6 on the board. On the opposite sideline, though, the defense, I think they're high-fiving each other, only giving up 3 after letting them run that much offense.
Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. They go play action here on 1st down. They find some open field here. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. All right, let's look at the offense. Devontae Freeman, this is a guy that you wanted to talk about, so take it away.
Brandon, have you seen a running back play with such joy as well as such fury? I love the way he runs the football and attacks defenses.
A nice gain of 21 yards.
Well, plenty of credit has to go to the guy carrying the ball. He broke the tackle and gained the yardage. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the defender's bad. They're not going to make 100% of the tackles all the time. Even the best in the game will miss one occasionally. The key is not to let it snowball and miss tackle after tackle. On that play, credit to the offense, but that doesn't make the defense bad. And when you watch Devontae Freeman run the football, you can almost close your eyes and hear him running the football, can't you? Because people just scatter. I mean, you know, when he goes through a pile, it moves in a positive direction for him. I just love how hard he plays the game.
1,000-yard season. He had 11 touchdowns last year. In March, 25 years old. So he's kind of hitting that sweet spot for a running back, isn't he?
He really is, and I still remember the evaluation of him coming out of college. He does everything well, but you weren't sure he had a dominant trait. Well, wrong about that. He's dominant just about everything he does, and I think that he's going to continue to elevate his game and seek a 3rd Pro Bowl in 2017.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu.
And Brandon, I think Mohamed Sanu had a nice career while he was in Cincinnati, but he really elevated in 2016 in Atlanta. The most catches for himself in a single season.
59 of them, 4 touchdowns. Really nice compliment to Julio Jones, and he was a nice compliment in Cincinnati. I don't want to say he's not a number 1 receiver, but he plays that number 2 slot well, doesn't he?
He does, and I think it's because of his versatility. He can play in the slot. He can play out wide. They can use him as a wildcat quarterback. He has thrown passes in the NFL. In fact, going back to his days at Rutgers, I think he threw 18 passes while he was at Rutgers, so you never know what you're going to get when Mohamed Sanu has his hands on the football.
Over 1,400 yards last year for Jones, just 6 touchdowns, but, you know, of course he had the big 300-yard game. However, when he was blanketed with coverage, he always opens things up for other guys, doesn't he?
He does, and that's what's benefited Atlanta's offense. Other guys were able to step up. In 2016, Mohamed Sanu stepped up and had his best year as a pro. Austin Hooper, as a young tight end, really developed down the stretch. And Taylor Gabriel, who had come over as a free agent from Cleveland, he really flourished, actually led the team in touchdown catches. But there's only one Julio Jones, and you want to get the ball to him as much as possible.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but I know it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board. Now they have a chance to kick a field goal by missing that shot.
Yeah, especially at this spot in the field. He's got to be upset he couldn't come up with that INT. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or 2 shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Lynch looking to throw on second. Finding time. Sanders has it over the middle. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. So with that, we come upon the 2-minute warning here on the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come out in the pistol.
All right, here we go. Green, over. Leopard.
Now Lynch on first down. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. A gain of 6 there on first. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On second down, here's Lynch. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Devontae Booker, 22 yards, and the Broncos have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. On first down, Ryan. And he gets it to a former Bronco, Jacob Tamme. 26 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Falcons a first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. This is Freeman on first and 10. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
How about the defensive linemen? That's where a good run defense begins, with the guys up front. When they hold the line, hold the point of attack, that allows everyone else to get there and make tackles.
And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got a key on, because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
Ryan. And that'll be Incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it brings up 4th down. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And that'll bring him back within 4. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The drive starts with Devontae Booker. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Now it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll go as a gain of 12. And that leads to an Atlanta first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's brought down. They'll get 16 yards there. And it'll be first down Atlanta.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 36 yards. And the Falcons have retaken the lead.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Left side here to Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 19. And it's a first down for the Broncos. Booker's got got it on the toss. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Detroit! Here we go now. Boom, Leopard! Detroit!
Lynch looking to throw on 2nd. And it's incomplete. Another pistol look here.
Here we go now. Blue landing. Blue landing. Gun. Watch it now, Barney.
On 3rd down, Lynch. He's going to fire one deep. It's caught inside the 25. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Booker on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Devontae Booker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. McManus now for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
On 3rd down, Ryan. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up a 4th down. And instead of punting, they're going to elect to go for it here on 4th down. And an encroachment penalty here will cost them 5 yards.
And it makes it so simple, doesn't it? An easy free 5 yards for the offense given to them by the defense.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. And that's caught by Tammy. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. It's a pickup of 19 yards on the play. And they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Ryan on 1st down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Ryan. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now fourth down.
Well, that one fell incomplete after being tipped in the air. But I have to tell you, I had a bad flashback of going to head to the stadium stairs in practice. Because what we were always taught, any ball like that, if it's not spiked towards the ground and you actually tip it up, then that's an error on your part, because now you've given hope to the offense, maybe help create a big play for them, instead of going up and either intercepting it or knocking it down. I ran many a stadium step for my errors.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. On first down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
To throw is Ryan. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
After that incompletion, I almost get the sense that he's going to look up at the booth and kind of look at us and say, hey, you guys got any suggestions? It's been that kind of game, hasn't it? They've had him on the run throughout.
Yeah, and I get that you're trying to make a play here losing fourth quarter, but to throw when you're not set with pressure coming could have been an interception.
Very much so, and it's been that kind of game for him. They've had him on the run, had him off balance. He's got to find a way to make some big-time throws down the stretch.
And that one good for 16 yards and a first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They run. Devontae Freeman. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a guy carrying the ball, your eyes are going to direct your feet, and you're hoping they carry you to the open spaces. But it's awfully difficult at times because you have so many things you have to look out for. Where's the line blocking? Where's the traffic coming from? Tough to find open spots.
Dancing to his left. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
A good play on the ball, getting a hand on it, but it was tipped up in the air before falling incomplete. And that leads to way too many moments where bad things can happen for a defense and good things can happen for an offense. And this is tough to teach in today's football because everyone wants to make a highlight play. Tip it up in the...
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
All right, so this one's now back within a field goal. And if anybody tells you they see how this one's going to end, I'd have to say they're probably lying, Charles.
And this game's had more twists and turns than a good mystery novel. And I have a feeling we've got a few more twists and turns in store for us before they shake hands here.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Lynch looking to throw on second. Green's got it over the middle. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Getting late here in the fourth, and if this team has any chance to win this football game, their defense obviously needs a stop here. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They come out here in the eye. They'll pitch it to Booker. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Lynch is going to throw it, and caught right side, Green. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Lynch hands to Booker. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Throwing now is Lynch. On the right side, caught by Green. There goes Green, and he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts him up 7, but now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a 1-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. And with that, the lead is up to 8. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down here in a 1-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble.
For the defensive guys, that's wrong on just about every level. You did so many things right. Knock the ball free. You're excited you're going to get the ball. And then the offense gets it back.
He's back to throw. Flush to his right. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to go out of bounds at the 30-yard line. And now a first down following that long gain. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He completes it to Jones. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Red zone opportunity. Back to throw. That is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Jacob Tamme with time running out. And now the Falcons are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. To throw for it is Ryan. And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. Lynch to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Now it's Lynch. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. Nothing between these two teams for 4 quarters. Here we go to begin overtime. And Denver getting set to take the field. They set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing, because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
And it's been loud in here so far.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing.
They come out here in the eye. Lynch turns and gives to Booker. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively.
Yes, this is where the expression staying ahead of the chains comes into play. Good runs like that one set you up well for 3rd down.
Muscles him off. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. So the offense has it 1st and 10.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try.
And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys at the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans screaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner on you tonight, Davis.
I kind of figured that was coming.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from Atlanta.
boys, girls, children of the cornfield, trying to turn a shift job into a dollar bill. We wear the muddy boots, stay true to how we're raised. Ain't nothing about us fake. You know we're straight out of that dirty south, dirty roads. Nobody got no money, got them signed up pickup trucks, whistling at them from the country. Yes, sir. You know we're straight out of that long week working now. Everybody wanna party all night long, bonfire on the back 40 in the middle of nowhere. Nobody going home tonight till we're straight out of moonlight, straight out of moonlight. Yeah. Just a bunch of John Deere junkies getting funky to some old hang nothing.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. Tonight's matchup features two quarterbacks who will be trying to lead their team to victory. It's the Raiders going up against the Broncos. Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
Larry, we are at the foot of the Rockies as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the picturesque city of Denver, Colorado. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders and the Denver Broncos. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Sports Authority Field. Here's Taiwan Jones on the return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now on first down. He gets this one to Michael Crabtree. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. On first down, Carr. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. It finds Crabtree for the completion. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
A right side catch by Crabtree. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Michael Crabtree, 43 yards. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Sebastian Janikowski on for the PAT. And that makes it 7-zip Oakland. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. First down, it's Lynch. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
No. Check. Patriot. Now let's go.
First carry from Devontae Booker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets a tone for the offense.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down.
Leopard. Now let's go. Watch it now, Barney.
Second and 10. It's Lynch again. He's got it. The tight end, Jeff Hireman. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Over.
Lynch here off the bootleg. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4th.
Well, give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
All right, so the confidence here in the offense on 4th down, they're going for it.
No. Check. Patriot. Watch it now, Barney.
Play clock winding down. Here's Lynch. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Fresh set of downs here.
No. Here we go now.
Toss play coming right, Booker. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On second down, Lynch. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by David Amerson. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a quarterback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to give you full field reads as well. Makes it a little bit tougher for him.
On first down, Murray. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And that's how you run the football and run it successfully. Big-time chunk of yardage picked up, but why? Offensive lineman won at the point of attack. Their leverage way better than the defenders. The low man wins when you're getting underneath and trying to move people. That's exactly what happened on that play. The offensive line moved the defensive front, created space, and the end result, a fantastic run.
Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, and they've got it here with a first down. Murray, the lone setback. Carr now on first down. Here's Walford over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. On second down, here's Carr. Crabtree with it over the middle. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. On first and 10, here's Carr. Buying time to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Try it again on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Down here in the red zone, you know your tight end's going to be a favorite target. Couldn't hang on. And sometimes they just have to get out of their own head because they understand how tight windows are there and how many bodies are there. And sometimes they just overthink it and don't catch the ball. Murray, the lone setback. Throwing his Carr on third down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Shane Ray. And Denver getting set to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
They'll start out on the ground with Booker. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Lynch looking to throw on second. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz.
Detroit! Watch it now, Barney.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. On third down, Lynch. And the third down pass falls incomplete. Oh, Thomas unable to reel that one in, and that brings up fourth down. And a little bit surprising, the offense is going to try to go for it here. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Time running out here on the play clock. Here's Lynch, and able to find Green. It'll be a gain of 11, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Booker. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Playing against a 3-4 front is really challenging for offensive linemen because they can do so many different things. But when you're running the football, if you can handle the nose tackle up front and then maybe a guard can slide up to the 2nd level and block a linebacker, that's when you have success running the football.
On 2nd down, Lynch. Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. To throw, it's Carr to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
I know where we're headed on this. Terrific catch, gets his feet down, sets up a 4th down and short situation. But I bet we're wondering, why didn't he get to the 1st down marker running his route? Am I correct?
You got to know where the marker is, right?
Got to figure it out. I know every receiver is taught that. Sometimes circumstances change it. At least they have an opportunity to make a decision with not much yardage to go.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll try and run with Murray. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
Brandon, this is why play callers get the big bucks. This wasn't a 4th and inches call. You get into situations like 4th and 3, 4th and 4. You've got a tough decision to make. Very gutsy play here, and they pick up the 1st down.
He'll buy some time right. No gain, and it's 2nd down.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
shift together here from the D-line. Now Carr throwing on second down. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
So now on fourth down, the Raiders will turn it over to the left foot of Sebastian Janikowski. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And Janikowski bangs it through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. So it goes down as an 8-play drive, and they cap it with the field goal.
Yeah, they were able to pick up a few first downs along the way, but they couldn't keep the momentum going all the way into the end zone.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And Denver getting set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Going for the deep ball. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards.
It's bad enough watching all the highlight reels, watching guys in warm-ups, going up and making these incredible one-handed acrobatic catches.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Check 50, check 50. Now let's go. Philly, here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
To throw is Lynch. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. From the red zone now, here's Lynch on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. They come out here in the eye. Again on second and 10, it's Lynch. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Perry Riley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad?
Lynch fighting. He fumbles. He lost the football. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They recovered the fumble last time. 3 turnovers for them in this game. They've been, that word opportunistic comes to mind, right?
Exactly right. And you know guys on defense, they say the turnovers. The offensive guys call them turnovers. We call them takeaways. We go get them. And that's exactly what they've done in this game.
The former DB making sure you know their takeaways on the defense.
Takeaways, man.
And the D looking like they may blitz.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at 56.
Lynch looking to throw on second. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Sean Smith. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. Completes it right side to Cooper. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
They completed the screen on the perimeter, but, boy, that was textbook defense. Exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
Caught left side to Crabtree. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Hello, my name is Kamal. I am from the clouds. I'm a human now, but I used to be a raindrop, word up. I'm really good at putting words up. I make them levitate and circle with the birds. I don't need to force it, I let it occur. Whatever occurs, thank you. Feel like I was touched by an angel. Once again, a whole nother angle. I got a lot of holes in my angle. I got a lot of love and a whole lot of ignorance, and that's a good thing if you want to relate. I'm just trying 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 to relate.
Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We've got a good one on tap today, and there's going to be two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's the Broncos going up against the Cowboys. And with that, we're off to Big D in AT&T Stadium, where we'll say hello to our broadcasting team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Larry, we find ourselves right in the center of the Dallas-Fort Worth Metroplex in Arlington at AT&T Stadium. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Denver Broncos and the Dallas Cowboys. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. And here's the offense today that hopes to get off to a strong start. Second down following the run.
All right, now, lucky 56. Set, boom. Back down to that Philly. Here we go.
Right back to Booker. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And that's the way to get things started the first time you touch the football on the road. And you have to believe all week long, all they've talked about is, okay, going into a hostile environment. We're the visiting team. How do we take control of this ball game early? That's one way right there. No fear, guys. And if they had any, it's probably gone after that run.
Here's Booker. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now the defense for Dallas.
Morris Claiborne is a former first-round pick at cornerback with skills that can match up with anyone when he's at his best.
Now a handoff to the fullback, Janovich. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Brandon, that's a body blow type of a run. The type of run that if you keep getting them and accumulating them throughout the game, that'll really wear a defense down as we get to the fourth quarter.
And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And they'll get 14 yards out of it and a fresh set of downs. So opening drive, third down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Leopard, over. No. Leopard. Hurry up, here we go. Gun. Leopard, Detroit.
Lynch here off the bootleg. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is third down.
All right, here we go.
On third down, Lynch looking again for Thomas. This time complete. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. From the left hash, this from 39. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Des Bryant, certainly one of the go-to guys, if not the go-to guy for this offensive unit.
One of the most talked about players in the league, as well as one of the most productive receivers. He attacks the football downfield.
And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
DeMarcus Ware may be a veteran, but he's not just a wily one. He's a terrific producer. Still extremely difficult to block when he's rushing the passer.
Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Prescott now. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target. And it's 4th down.
Every now and then, you hope some volleyball training actually comes into play as a defender. When a ball's tipped in the air, nice play by the defense, got a hand on it. But when it's in the air, it's up for grabs. And too many times in this league, we've seen great plays happen for an offense as a result of a ball tipped in the air. So what you really want to do is be that guy who comes off the back line and spikes it, knocks it to the ground. Don't let him have that opportunity.
He completes it to Bryant. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Flex round. Let's go. Flex round. 90. Flex round. Flex round.
First down, Prescott. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. On 2nd down, Prescott again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On third down, it's Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Second down carry for Booker. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here we go.
On the carry, it's Booker. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was another good run, and he's having an excellent day. And right now, I don't think his team could have any more confidence in handing him the football.
Now let's go. Clean. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Gun, gun. Gun, gun. Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Now they'll look to throw it with Lynch. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They come out here in the eye. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll hand off to Booker. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Let's go. Green, 30, Leopard.
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now Lynch to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Andrew Gatchkar in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. He hit his first. Now this from 43. And McManus able to put it through. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So that scores now on their first 2 possessions, but it's 6-0. Probably not the kind of scores they were hoping for.
No, not at all, but I think that they've shown that they can have some success against this defense. So they'll go back to the sideline knowing the points are going to be there for the taking.
Fielded about a yard deep. And And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back. What do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
Sounds like you doing it, right?
It's really fascinating in what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now. Remember, he had 16 total touchdowns because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does, down in and down out. I think he's just going to keep getting better.
Let's go! Flex round! Flex round!
On second down, Elliott. Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up, loose football. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
No, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
They come up in an offset eye.
Patriot! All right, now, lucky 56.
On second down, Lynch. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out. Facing a 3rd and 10. C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, this from 48. And McManus able to put it through. And that will make our score 9-0. So they had great field position, but a 3-play drive that actually goes backwards, and then they kick the field goal.
And I think the key sequence in there, the key phrase you just gave us, a 3-play drive. Had the momentum, great field position, unable to move the football.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. This will be taken very short. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, Prescott going right side. He has Witten. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a Dallas 1st down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Prescott now. And his throw here is incomplete. And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
And the back goes into motion. On second down, Prescott again, eluding the pressure right. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A minute 58 to go in this first half of play. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout. One man in the backfield, Elliott. First down, Prescott. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
When teams take shots at the end zone, you got to defend it the same way you would defend the first down sticks. You defend the goal line exactly the same way. They can't cross that. You play through the receivers. And on that play, that's exactly what they did and batted it away.
A second down throw for Prescott. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a third and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Let's go!
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. Cuts right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 24 yards out. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. On 1st and 10, it's Lynch. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
A first down carry by Elliott. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. 10th carry now for Elliott. A strong running. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
We really didn't have any doubt that he was going to be one of the top-rated rookies coming into the league.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Billy Wynn in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line act.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
3rd and long for Prescott. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
After the interception, here's Lynch. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Following the interception, here's Prescott. He's going to loft one deep. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Final play of the half, it's Lynch. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Halfback sent in motion. Prescott on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And how about this? It's the other Brandon Marshall that picks it off. And he will bring this down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Lynch looking to throw on second. This will be caught at about the 6. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. 3rd and goal now. Ball on the 5. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
So out comes the field goal team once more. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And McManus able to put it through. And that will push the lead up to 12-7. So make him 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives are bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be a second down. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Going right side, he has Winton. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Ohio! Let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Let's go!
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And that brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he will have the first down as he's brought down up near midfield. 4 yards on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They go play action here on 1st down. Out left side here to Bryant. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15. They give him a gain of 38.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
The good old toss play, and this time they go to the left side, so give a lot of credit to the offensive line. Center, guard, tackle, able to seal that side, but the guy that we don't give enough credit to, wide receivers. They have to do a great job of blocking downfield, otherwise that play can be spilled in the backfield. In this case, everyone handled their responsibilities, and they picked up really nice yardage.
Offense working with a 2nd and goal now from the 3. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
The line of scrimmage is the 2 here on 3rd and goal. They come out here in the eye. On the sneak, it's Prescott. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends.
Let's go! Ohio! Let's go!
They'll run for it. McFadden. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Darren McFadden taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, there was was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go. And let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And coming out now, the Broncos. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super toe.
Second down and 4. They come out here in the eye. On second down, here's Lynch. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. And they're going to speed things up here. On the handoff, this is Booker. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On second down, Lynch. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On third down, Lynch. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Here we go.
Back now in Arlington. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And the offense behind the chains here, a touch on 2nd and 11.
Let's go.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Von Miller coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. So the Broncos coming out now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Watch him now, Marty. Here we go now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the lap. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Sean Lee. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. And out now come the Cowboys. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go.
The slot man in motion right.
Ohio, on your 10.
They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Williams, a man in motion right. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Come on, let's go. Ryan 38. Ryan 38.
2nd down, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. It'll be a loss of 5 there as the safety blitz winds up paying off. Offense working with a 3rd and 13 still left.
Hey. Come on, let's run.
3rd and long for Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Green's got it over the middle. It's a gain of 21 that time. And it'll be 1st down, Denver. And quickly, they get to the line. On 1st down, it's Lynch. Throwing right, and that's complete. 15 yards through the air on a 1st down. Now Lynch on 1st down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I'll give him points for standing in there and making the throw, but I got to take those points away because he threw into double coverage.
Yeah, you took the pop, you're right, but that's one maybe you just take the sack.
Yeah, I agree with you totally, and most quarterbacks don't want deep the ball. They want to try and make a play downfield, but I think your point is spot on. Take the sack, don't force it into coverage. He was fortunate didn't get intercepted.
And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. And the play clock's running down. 2nd and 10. It's Lynch again. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Morris Claiborne. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, That's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
A second down throw for Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. And a nice little pass and catch there on the corner route.
Set up very well by the receiver with a head and shoulder fake inside before he comes back downhill to his quarterback.
Prescott on first down. And Beasley's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cole Beasley from 21 yards away. And the Cowboys turn that interception into a touchdown. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They go back to the air here after, and he will go down. A Cowboys sack. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. On second down, here's Lynch. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. And on third down, the Cowboys bringing an extra defensive back. Green, the tight end, in motion. Lynch to throw. Surveying the field. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Gutsy call here. They're going for it on fourth. Here we go. Lynch on fourth down. Got a man. He finds Sanders. Give him 25 yards on the play there. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on fourth and long. And now they're in the hurry-up. Here's Lynch. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be second down. And right now, defensively, you love that, don't you? I mean, you'll give them that play.
And they'll take it every single time. This is almost like nickeling and diming it downfield, and too much time's going to run off the clock.
Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Demaryius Thomas, and it's third down. The tight end in motion. Throwing now is Lynch. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. 54 yards. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And I think I saw that right. You tell me if I'm wrong. That was just a fly route, just to go. He went. Sometimes speed, just pure speed, is going to win. I don't care how athletic you are on the other side of the ball. When a guy's that fast and he can just take off, if a quarterback has time to throw the ball and release it when he wants to, that's the end result. Nothing you could do about that. He was just a better athlete on that play. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick.
Lucky 56.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to be set up in excellent field position up past the 45. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. 2-point game. They have the football. Their defense was able to do their job. Now can the offense just hold on here, Charles? And they better, because after the job the defense did to give them the ball back with this lead, it's time for them to seal the deal and allow them to go to the locker room with a victory. They'll try to seal the deal. Here we go.
Here we go. Come on, let's go. Brand 38. Let's go. Brand 38.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he'll fight his way forward. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up. Out left side here to Bryant. Dez Bryant with nothing but green grass ahead of him. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dez Bryant, 52 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And would you believe it? This is caught in the end zone. And the fake extra point works to extend their lead by 2. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Denver getting set to take the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do? Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly. Yep, 2-score game. Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Demarcus Lawrence in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Green, the tight end, in motion. Now it's Lynch. Now a desperation throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Thomas, the lone receiver, left. Throwing here, Lynch on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. This to get it back to a 1-score game. And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. The Bronco offense now set to come back out onto the field. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
Now he'll be wrapped up around the waist and pushed down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Green, the tight end, in motion. One last shot for Lynch. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. You know, partner, these D linemen have gotten so big and athletic, they can disrupt those pass lanes like never before.
It used to be, Brandon, that you had to get to the quarterback to make a real play. Nowadays, even if you don't get there with their size, they can hop up when the quarterback throws the ball and knock it aside.
And the tight end goes in motion left. One final shot. They'll look to throw. They've got his man complete. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Cowboys as we sign off and say so long from Arlington.